بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. خطبة الكتاب.
بدأت ببسم الله في النظم أولا تبارك
الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وصحابته ومن والاه وبعد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Today, what we're going to talk about is the last 10 chapters of the Quran. It's a must I stress that it is compulsory for students to be mindful of some errors, some mistakes. So this class is basically it's a guide to common pitfalls, common errors made when reciting some chapters among the last 10 chapters of the Quran. So let's analyze these errors and find solutions to them. Since our area of focus is the last part of the Quran, I'm going to recite the surah and point out the errors. So it may not be everything, but majorly some of these surahs are often not read properly due to the fact that some of the verses contain long vowel sounds and some which have to do with elongation, nasalization, and all of that. So let's do it. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل لم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل. Here the sound in this verse where we have tadlil is dodge. So the tongue is meant to be moved slightly to the left part of the mouth. So so the left part of the tongue is used to pronounce this sound. Tadlil. So not tadlil. It shouldn't sound as tadlil. So it is meant to sound tadlil. So here we've got to note this. So, and the last part of this verse, of this surah, is فَجَعَلَهُمْ كَعَصْفٍ مَأْكُولٍ. So ma'kul, akala ya'kulu. So ma'kul, what is being eaten. So that is maf'ul, ism maf'ul. So ma'kul, not ma'kul. So we've got to know this. So the next surah, which is Suratul, we have some errors here, some common errors where we notice that some memorizers make a lot without. Perhaps it could be that they didn't pay attention to them. So let's look at the Suratul starts. Suratul reads لِإِيلَافِ قُرَيْشٍ. So here someone could make a mistake here by saying لِإِيلَافِ قُرَيْشٍ. لِإِيلَافِ, it is meant to be لِإِيلَافِ. Then إِيلَافِهِمْ رِحْلَةَ الشِّتَاءِ وَالصَّيْفِ. So there's another common mistake in this verse, and it says إِلَافِهِمْ. So it's meant to be إِلَافِهِمْ. So there is a sign between the hamza and the lam, which means elongation. So we elongate the e sound. E, that is yamad. E, we employ yamad to elongate the e sound. So إِلَافِهِمْ. So on the last verse, الَّذِي أَطْعَمَهُمْ مِنْ جُوعٍ وآمنهم من خوف. So you can see that we have, there, we can see that we're meant to employ nasalization here. We're meant to employ nasalization, gudna, elongation, and so on. So for the two memes, where we have two memes meeting together, we are meant to stress the meme. So one meme has nothing, the other one has shadda. So we pronounce the two memes together. So we insert the first meme into the other, and we pronounce them together, stress nasalizing and demonstrating nasahoming like that. So we say أطعمهم. So we conjoin the two lips and we hold them. Then ju'an, here we make the mouth a little bit narrow, we round it, so we nasalize. Wa amanahum, the same thing applies here regarding the two memes. Then min khawf, min, that is haru, so we say min khawf. So that's how to read it. Now the Suratul Maroon, I don't think there is a lot of mistakes here, but the third verse, which is wala yahuddu, so dot, the sound is du, wala yahuddu, du, so it's not wala yahuddu, so it's meant to pronounce du. So dot comes from the left, it is pronounced using the left part of the tongue. So wala yahuddu ala ta'amil miskin, and we should always try to pronounce the ain distinctively. We should try pronouncing it outrightly. It comes from the middle part of the tongue, of the throat. So the later ain comes from the middle part of the throat. Now, the next surah, Suratul Kawthar, contains 3 verses, and we have Inna shani'aka huwal abtar. So here we stress the noon. We've discussed about this in our previous class. So we talked about the essence of stressing the noon and things like that. So inna, we raise the tongue place it right beneath the palate, and we stress it. That's a wide demonstration of sahoming. Then huwa al-abtar. So the next surah, which is Suratul Kafirun, there we notice some errors, mistakes. Why the reciters read the surahs. So these are the common errors. We should know that the surah contains 2 verses that are similar. So the verse that comes in between is also kind of similar, but not 100% similar. But we notice that Quran memorizers get confused a lot. They get puzzled the verse that وَلَا أَنْتُمْ عَابِدُونَ مَا أَعْبُدُ. And after the first verse, the 5th verse, which is the 20, is the same thing. It's just the same thing. وَلَا أَنْتُمْ عَابِدُونَ مَا أَعْبُدُ. But the verse that comes in between, that comes before the 3rd verse, that comes after the 3rd verse and before the 5th verse, is وَلَا أَنَا عَابِدٌ مَا عَبَدْتُمْ. Okay, so وَلَا أَنَا, the preceding verse reads وَلَا أَنْتُمْ, and so the 5th verse, the following verse, they want the verse and the 20 verse that follows the 4th verse. But the 4th verse is where we're centering our correction. So our discussion, so is where we need to center analysis. So which is meant to be recited as wala ana abidum. So we stress we nasalize abidum. So as we nasalize, we conjoin the lips and we hold them. while demonstrating nasa homing. Then ma abattum. So the meme, we stress the meme. Abidum ma. So we stress the meme here because it takes shadda, just like the way we stress the noon. So ma abattum. Abidum ma abattum. This is because the tanween comes before the meme. This and to demonstrate nasa homing. So in Suratul we have two areas of concentration. We have the first verse and the last verse. The first verse reads Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tabb. So we say watabbe and not watabbe or watabbe. So we don't go to an extreme in this regard. So what we just really need to do is to stress, to show the stress. Okay, so stress it slightly. So on the last verse, fi jidiha hablum min masad. We say min masad. Okay, min masad. So we stress the meme. Okay, we have the last surah. So we have two areas of concentration. The third verse and the fourth verse. The third verse reads lam yalid wa lam yulad. What we need here is to ensure we apply the qalqala. So lam yalid wa lam yulad. Okay, lam yalid wa lam yulad. The last verse reads walam yakul lahu. Here we have idgham nun sakina inda lam ghayr gunna. So whenever we have nun sakina and the word lam comes after it, we don't nasalize. We stress, but we don't nasalize. So we don't apply nasal humming because it's not meant to be nasalized. So yakullahu. So idgham nun sakina inda lam ghayr gunna, we don't nasalize. Yakullahu, we read as yakullahu. Kufuwan ahad, and not kufwan ahad. It is meant to be kufuwan ahad. In some other narrations, we could say kufwan ahad or even kufan ahad. Suratu Al-Falaq, we're focusing on almost everything. So when we have kul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq, kul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq, min sharri ma khalaq, min sharri, okay, wa min sharri ghasikin idha waqab, wa min sharri ghasikin idha waqab, kin idha. So here the rule here is idgham tanween in the al-hamza. Okay, so wa min sharri naffathati fil 'uqad. We say wa min sharri. So as we nasalize the raw, we also nasalize the noon as well without taking a break. Wa min sharri naffathati fil 'uqad. We'll nasalize the raw, the noon, and the fa. The three letters bear shadda. And the last verse, wa min sharri hasidin idha hasad. The last surah, Suratul Nnaas. And where we're focusing on this surah is chapter 4. Okay, so let's take chapter 5 as well. So chapter 5. Min sharril waswasil khannas. Min sharril waswasil khannas. Alladhi yuwaswisu. Look at the sound. Sin. Your sin should not sound as sword. Sin, sword. So yuwaswisu. Then fi sudu, sword. This is sword now. We have sword. Fi sudurin nas. Alladhi yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas. Now, so we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase us in knowledge, understanding, and wisdom, and to reward us immensely.
قسوة القلب قحطها فيا ضيعة الأعمار تمشي سبهللا.